just wait here for a little bit. Let time pass.
Alright, you've probably read the title, hence why you're here, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I really enjoyed Dark Souls 2. I'm really sorry, I'm a little late to getting this video out. I wanted to get this posted on fucking Friday, but Kingdom Hearts has my soul tied down right now, and you couldn't even pry me away from it with a crowbar. But anyways, Dark Souls 2, we're back. When I first touched Dark Souls 2, I didn't think I'd end up enjoying it as much as I did. Of course, I have some contradicting opinions, but I'm not here to try and force an opinion onto you, saying it's good and you should only like it, or saying it's bad and you should only hate it. I'm merely going to talk about my overall experience with Dark Souls 2, both the goods and the bads. So, if that's something that interests you, I hope you stick around, or check that little thing in the corner, whatever that is. And with that being said, let's just get on with this. I hope you enjoy. When I originally wanted to talk about Dark Souls 2, I had a structure and specific key points I wanted to go over, but we're gonna scratch that, because it came to my realization that even though most of the positive aspects I found about the game, I could just as easily see how they're negative, and it made me beg the question, is Dark Souls 2 only good if you enjoy it? And I wish I had the knowledge to give an answer, because I personally really enjoyed Dark Souls 2 and think it's a good game. Not amazing, but good. Like a neutral good. So, for the sake of this video, and to try and answer the question, I'll be using myself as the extreme example. And who knows, as I'm writing this out, I might find things I actually did dislike, but decided to sweep under the rug, and my opinion might sway. So what exactly did I like about Dark Souls 2? And to put it simply, everything. Which, okay, is a stretch. So I'm going to talk bit by bit, explaining both the positives and the negatives Dark Souls 2 had to provide. For starters, the locations. Dark Souls 2, well, I thought they fucking killed it with some of the designs and OSTs. Of course, there's the big Majula, and then you've got some places like Shaded Woods, Heidi's Tower of Flame, Dranglaic Castle, Shrine of Amana, the Gutter. Thank you, Tomohiro Shibuya. And, you know, I would love to glaze on your work, but some of these locations probably keep him up at night. Because they do for me. They definitely weren't his greatest creations. You know, because then we've also got some places like The Gutter, Black Gulch, Iron Keep, we don't talk about Iron Keep, and Earthen Peak were probably my most disliked of the bunch. They just were not good. And all of the areas I pretty much listed are the ones I really liked. They had unique and kind of soothing atmospheres before you get skull fucked by whatever boss was ahead, and it just made some of the runbacks just that bit more tolerable. I really wish I could say the same for Smelter Demon. He was one of the coolest bosses they had, but they locked him behind a wave of angry British people. Speaking of bosses, here's me doing the tier list. Shit boss. Also shit boss. Okay. Also, okay. Shit boss. Why are they a boss? Shit boss. Shit boss. He looked like a bullsack. Okay, boss. Oh, how could I forget? How could I be so stupid? Shit boss. Okay, boss. There we go. Cool boss. Just not much of a fight. Ugh. Just tits. She wanted to be queer like so bad. Okay, fine. Okay, boss. Okay, boss. Very good boss. Very good boss. Awesome boss. Smelt ruined by the run back. I like he. Very cool boss. I know he should be higher. I know for a fact he should be higher, but I first attempted him as well, so I never got to experience the full fight. We cheated. Terrific boss. Elena, she was a shit boss. However, she brought back Velstad, so 10 out of 10 boss. Okay, boss. Terrific boss. I mean, do I even have to say why I'm putting him there? No, that's what I thought. Beyond terrific boss. Super boss! Dude has a great sword and a light sword. Super boss! There we go. The greatest boss in all of Dark Souls. I mean, I actually don't have any words to describe Saralom. And he's not even mandatory, he's an optional boss. Ah, fuck with that. It's the same vibe as Nameless King. He's just him. He's just him. Runback's a little shit, but get off me. Super Mega Boss. And how could I forget? Actually, the number one spot from this entire list. Obviously, I didn't get to finish and do every other one, and that's kind of my bad. I did fuck up a little bit, but the Royal Rat Vanguard. And of course, this video wouldn't be complete without me talking about the most controversial stat. Adaptability, let alone the actual UI design for everything. And it was a bit presumptuous. You know, there was just so much going on at once, it gave me a headache every time I looked at it. ADP is notoriously known for being what drags down the Dark Souls 2 reputation, and it's the biggest trump card any hater can provide because, well, there's no argument for it. It's just a piece of shit that had no need to be added. Honestly, I did hate it. However, I never ran into that many issues with it myself. You know, maybe once or twice at best, but I can understand why it's so hated. And it's just one of those stats where I could have actually poured an extra 30 points into strength instead, you know, get my big muscles going. But I can't argue for it to be a positive, because it just wasn't. I also don't feel the need to say much for the gameplay, quest lines, weapons, upgrades, rings, or any other little extra bits, you know, because personally I love the combat more so than I did Dark Souls 1. It was quicker, smoother, and just overall better, because most stuff just carried over from 1, except quest lines, weapons. You know, I'm being a bit pedantic here, but my point is that there wasn't much difference, except, you know, character designs and different tits on the screen. Apart from boss weapons and not going to Shrek himself, you had to go to this crow man, and I never figured out how to get to him. None of us did, so maybe it's the same, I don't know. But in conclusion, I think it's insane for Dark Souls haters to strategically pick a game that's the weakest of the bunch to then hate on exclusively. Every Souls game is going to have its negatives, because, you know, if you're going to at least hate on it, give it a try first. I'm a not so experienced Souls player. I haven't played them when they dropped. I only recently just got into them, and I could play through it and enjoy it. And the excuse of it's just so bad hollows out, because how the hell will you know if you haven't tried it? And to answer my question of, is Dark Souls 2 only good if you enjoy it? I don't know. I still don't know. So, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's one of those questions that never has a true answer. So, I would love to know. But I still think it's insane that people are going to hate it before they even give it a chance. Maybe that's me. I'm not here to tell you to play it. Kind of sounds like I am. Anyways, that'll be all. We'll finally be moving on to Dark Souls 3 next. I'm really excited to finally be pushing this out after so long. It's been rotting away in my files for just a little bit. So yeah, I'm thrilled. So, if you sat through the entire thing and you'll finally listen to me saying this, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So, until I finally get to posting, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you then.